He talks shit to people and fucks with their head. I mean, it's a giant part of his game. And I know that was part of the...
And Usyk just dined out Dubois. So it's quite pointless. The only man who's been able to beat this fucker is myself. And been ripped off. So I'm not sure what's going on.
I said it before the fight, even today, that Daniel Dubois would never pass 5 rounds if he kept boxing like the same way he boxed last time he fought Usyk. But he did the same. There was no jab, nothing changed. He deserved the knockout because he's never changed something like...
Joe Rogan and Tyson Fury publicly call out Daniel Dubois after major loss. Joe Rogan didn't hold back when talking about Daniel Dubois' recent performance. On live TV, Rogan slammed Dubois for losing focus during what should have been the biggest fight of his career. His comments were sharp and unforgiving. Tyson Fury backed him up, and together, they made it clear they were disappointed. It wasn't just casual criticism. It felt more like a wake-up call. Many fans were left wondering if Dubois really has the grit to compete at the top level.
When you have a world title fight, that's crazy.
And no one want to hear about it in the middle of a fight. No one cares. If the fly by, drop the ball, bro.
Right.
Drop the damn ball.
Joe Rogan didn't mince words. He said Alexander Usyk is operating on a whole different level. According to Rogan, Usyk's footwork and non-stop movement confuse even the best heavyweights, and Daniel Dubois was no exception. Rogan pointed out how Dubois struggled before eventually crumbling under the pressure. Sure, Dubois might be improving, but that knockout made one thing clear. He's still far from competing at Usyk's level.
I think Usyk again. It's a tough fight. That Usyk guy's talented. He's so talented. He's so small for a heavyweight too. He's non-stop movement and his footwork and everything. It's so different than anybody else. Joshua didn't know what to do with him. He's like, where is this guy going to be when I'm throwing punches? He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweights were never really that good. Dubois is coming into his own, man. That's what that is. He's only like 27, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's coming into his... That guy's... It's scary.
Tyson Fury didn't pull any punches when talking about Daniel Dubois. He openly laughed at the idea of Dubois being any kind of threat, confidently predicting a completely one-sided beatdown. And honestly, after watching Dubois fall apart under Usyk's pressure, it's tough to argue with him. Fury made it clear, he sees Dubois as an easy opponent. And most fans would probably agree.
If I did come back, hypothetically speaking, if I was to return and I was to box Daniel Dubois, I would box that motherfucker's ears off. He wouldn't land the glove on me. It'd be a one-sided beatdown. But listen, I wish him luck in his fight against Usyk, but styles make fights, you know what I mean? And his style and my style don't gel.
Tyson Fury didn't let up when it came to Daniel Dubois. He hit hard with the truth, saying Dubois gave it his all against Usyk and still ended up getting battered, dropped twice, and quitting on the sport's biggest stage. Fury's words were blunt, even harsh, but hard to argue with. He made it sound like walking away was the smartest move Dubois had left. And after that knockout, who could really blame him?
Right, guys, quick one. I keep getting asked about this Dubois situation and all this quitting stuff and whatever else. Here's the facts. The facts are, young Daniel did his best against one of the greatest champions that's ever been, and it wasn't good enough. He come up short.
Even other top heavyweights couldn't ignore what happened. Martin Bacall said it best, Usyk is a machine. Undefeated, unstoppable. And on fight night, he made Daniel Dubois look completely out of his depth. While praise kept rolling in for Usyk's brilliant performance, the silence around Dubois said it all. He folded under pressure, and now fans are left questioning whether he can bounce back from a loss like that.
It's the best for right now. For this moment now is the best. Retire or keep fighting. He done amazing. This guy is a machine. So it's the best right now, to be honest. So he's still undefeated.
Eddie Hearn summed it up perfectly. Usyk handled the early pressure, figured Dubois out, and then took over. Once Usyk stopped moving backward and started walking Dubois down, it was clear who the superior fighter was. He knew Dubois didn't have much after that first burst, and from there, it was just a matter of time. Dubois looked overwhelmed as Usyk's non-stop pressure wore him down. Hearn even mentioned Joshua and Fury, but only to show how great Usyk truly is. And that's where it stings for Dubois. Unlike AJ, who battled back, Dubois folded and got stopped without much resistance. That kind of loss is hard to ignore.
Usyk
was under pressure in the first round because Dubois comes out fast like he did against AJ, and if he catches you, you're in trouble. And I think just after that, he just decided basically, I'm not going to go on the back foot anymore. I'm going to take the fight to Dubois, and he just kind of beat him up, and obviously stops him. I mean, he's beaten AJ twice, Fury twice, Dubois twice.
Even Daniel Dubois' own sister, Caroline, couldn't help but applaud Usyk's brilliance, while throwing a quiet jab at her brother's performance. Her praise for Usyk was glowing, calling out his rise through multiple weight classes and his dominance over top champions. But in doing so, the contrast with Daniel was impossible to miss. She didn't have to say it directly. Daniel quit under pressure, while Usyk rose to the occasion. Her words carried even more weight because they came from family. When Caroline said, "Time and season is everything," it felt like a gentle warning. Daniel's moment may be slipping away. As Usyk's legacy continues to grow, those subtle comments from his own system must sting.
I think Usyk is a phenomenal fighter, phenomenal athlete. To move up in weight, to become undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight, that speaks of his talent. You know, you can't fake that. You